Hey guys, Fan here again, and today I'm going to bring you guys a quick tutorial on another very powerful hero in the 6.82 version of Dota. And this hero is going to be Bloodseeker, and I'm going to be showing you Bloodseeker jungle with him. Now, I think this hero is pretty much overpowered, not just in jungle, but going top lane or mid as well. So he's just a extremely strong hero overall right now. Especially with his rework, and it just so happens that he can also jungle extremely quickly. So I think he might be the maybe second best jungler. If you recall, if you watched my Jungle Huskar Radiant video, I said that was the best jungler, and I still think that's true. But of course, that is it requires you to cliff abuse, and you can only do that on the Radiant side. With Bloodseeker, you can pretty much jungle on both sides without a problem, and it's extremely strong as well. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this, and obviously you saw me take the rune at 0-0 there. And basically, what you're going to do is, first off, starting items. As you can see in the top bottom right, I have a Stout Shield, Quelling Blade, and Gauntlets of Strength. And right now I'm just going to wait until the creeps spawn at 30 seconds, and as soon as they spawn, I'm going to run over to the small camp. Your first skill is going to be Blood Rage. Its reworked skill is actually really good for jungling, and basically what you want to do is you want to cast the Blood Rage on the minion that you're killing. And this is going to make that minion take 25% more damage, and you can also heal up after you kill it. After you kill the first minion, you want to start casting Blood Rage on yourself. And you'll notice I stacked it at 1 minute there. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you can get that stack, it makes farming a little bit faster. So I guess going into the Blood Rage explanation a little bit, the reason why you want to cast Blood Rage on the monster, if there's two of them, is because, if you cast Blood Rage on yourself and there's two strong monsters there, you're going to take 25% extra damage from both of the monsters. And you're only going to deal 25% extra damage to one of the monsters because you can only hit one at a time. But if you cast it on the monster you're hitting, then you're still getting that 25% extra damage because you're hitting it. But you're also only taking 25% extra damage from one of the monsters, the one that's Blood Raged, instead of both of them. So that's kind of the reasoning behind why you want to Blood Rage the monsters if there's like 2 or 3 of them, instead of yourself. Now obviously once you get it to only one monster left, or something like that, you can Blood Rage yourself and it's not a problem. And you can kind of see how how fast I'm healing. Even if I go down to half HP, all I really need to do is kill a creep to heal back to full, so it's very useful in that sense. And obviously this game is populated with hard bots. The reason I did that is because you pretty much need people in your game in order to make this a kind of accurate reflection of reality. And that's because of his third skill, which you should be maxing first. It's the Bloodthirst skill, which basically gives you more damage and movement speed based on, enemies missing HP. And here you can see I'm choke jungling a little bit. It's actually very useful to choke jungle, and there's several different places where you can do it. In this particular video, you're going to see me, use this small camp choke jungle as well as the large camp choke jungle that I just did before this. So those are pretty helpful in making you take less damage, and those are some spots you want to learn if you want to be jungling. Now the first item purchase I bought here was the Gloves of Haste, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that into treads just really fast. The new Bloodseeker is really good at killing heroes, and because of that, you're going to need items that allow you to have combat effectiveness as fast as possible, and treads is one of the best items for doing that. So here I'm just clearing the centaur camp and waiting for the rest of the camps to respawn. And you'll notice, anytime you spawn like a centaur camp or a hellbear camp, or really any camp, you want to blood rage the minion first, unless you're choke point jungling. If you're choke point jungling, it doesn't matter because only one minion can hit you anyway. As you can see right here, pretty much if you get it right, if you go in as far as possible, you're only going to get hit by one melee creep at a time. So. And since I'm not doing this on a replay, I can't really speed this up as I normally do, but it's not going to take that much longer. And kind of the thing I wanted to point out is the item breakpoints and when you get your items. And you'll notice it's actually very, very fast, which is pretty surprising for a Bloodseeker jungle that's not even really abusing anything. And here you'll notice I'm falling, pretty low HP, but it's not a big deal as long as you have Blood Rage. I heal, an absolute ton every time I kill monsters. So pretty awesome way to jungle right now, along with a really broken hero. And there you see, just right about 5 minutes in, I managed to get my treads, which is pretty quick timing in terms of treads for pretty much any jungler. And as soon as I got to level 5, I skilled the second skill, which is the AoE, pure damage and silence. It's actually 140 pure damage at level 1, which is a lot considering pure damage pretty much goes through everything. And, it's got a huge AoE, so you can hit multiple targets at once, not to mention the silence it provides. I would definitely recommend you go the 2-1-2 build as far as Bloodseeker is concerned, and that's just because for Blood Rage, your first skill, at level 2, the duration is 10 seconds, and the cooldown is also 10 seconds. So basically 2 levels in Blood Rage means you have permanent Blood Rage, which is, pretty awesome, not only for jungling, but also for killing heroes and stuff. You definitely want to max out your thirst after you get 2 more levels here, and that's because thirst is incredible right now. And as soon as you turn 6 here, which I did around 6 minutes in, you would basically just go to a lane and rupture someone and try and kill them. It's not a big deal if you don't kill them, but usually you will be able to kill them just because if they get low at all, you're gonna have like incredible movement speed, and if they don't have a TP, they're pretty much dead instantly. Now, after you get your level 6 gank off, you want to go back to the jungle, continue farming. And my next item is going to be drums. I've actually tested this build with a bunch of different items, and I found that the items that give you the most combat effectiveness are really the best. So these are going to be treads and drums as your first 2 items. I think it's pretty much indisputable that those 2 are the best items in the game. And another cool thing with drums is that, I've had games where I've chased down hasted targets just by using a drum charge like 10 minutes into the game. Because you can get up to like 600 movement speed with a drum charge if the enemies are low enough. And a hasted target only runs at 522. So, it's pretty incredible how fast you move sometimes. I guess another thing to mention would be that when you're looking for ganks, you always want to be looking for ganks where you have the advantage. So if your mid laner is stronger than the other mid laner, that would be a good place to gank. Or you can gank your safe lane where the off laner can't really fight you guys. And that's because, the skill Blood Rage, while it makes you do 25% extra damage, it also makes you take 25% extra damage. So it's extremely good if you're chasing and the opponent can't hit you. But if the opponents are going to turn around and fight you, there's a chance you're going to die really fast. So you don't want that to happen. And to make sure that doesn't happen, always gank your stronger lanes. And you'll notice there that I didn't end up taking that bounty rune because I don't want to take too many of those runes. It might kind of inflate my gold up a little, although you guys really should be camping the runes, and especially in this patch, since rune spawns are guaranteed, they actually do help you a lot, whether you get a bounty rune or haste or double damage or anything like that. And at this point, Bloodseeker is so strong, I don't really need to choke point jungle anymore. I can pretty much just do whatever I want and kill all the camps really quickly. At this point, I have also maxed my Bloodthirst, so you'll notice there. And right now is when I farmed my drums. So this is about 9 minutes and 20 seconds into the game, and for Treads drums plus your initial starting items, that's actually really fast farm to have Treads drums as a jungler 9 minutes into the game. And this also makes you extremely strong in terms of combat effectiveness, so that's also a very good sign. You'll notice right now, on average, I'm moving 450 movement speed just because some of the enemies are kind of low, and that's pretty insane. So, obviously, whenever your Rupture's up again, if you see free opportunities, you can go ahead and kill them, like I just did to that guy. And even though these are bots, I feel like this is a pretty accurate representation of my normal ranked games. It's actually, you literally pretty much just run at them, cast Rupture, and you win. So that was pretty much my video for this time. I'm actually going to be uploading an entire ranked video of me playing Bloodseeker with some of my friends sometime in the near future. So you guys can have kind of a real game, a real high-level ranked game to kind of see what I do and, just to kind of help you guys out there a little bit. So feel free to subscribe if you like this video, and, definitely look forward to that video with the real gameplay. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys soon.